Good day, Chris Marino from Maryland, LA Beast here. And right here, right now, as these words are coming out of my mouth, on Saturday, the 23rd of July, 2022, as you're turning 26, quite possibly you're getting crunk in Ocean City with your loving, caring girlfriend, Rachel, a strange eel woman named Krystal, and a pothead schizophrenic, which sounds like that's a crazy combination, your friend James. Hopefully, you were getting the party started, celebrating your 26th year of life and style, my friend. And right here, right now, to which Rachel has asked me to say, and I quote, I am the LA Beast, and I'm going to chug a Four Loko right here, right now, and you better damn well have one in your hand, the 12%er, and chug one down with me. Why? Because, like I said, hopefully you're getting crunk down in Maryland, my friend, responsibly enjoying your 26th birthday with the ones that you love. Your awesome girlfriend, schizophrenic pothead friend, and a strange eel woman. So with that said, Chris Marino, quite possibly am I going to be chugging down a Four Loko? Not today, but I do actually have a 16.9 Miller Lite, and at the end of this message, I will crack this baby open, and we're going to chug together. And then I'm actually going to go outside and metal detect, and like it feels like 110 degrees outside in New Jersey because it's so humid. So you know what? I better hydrate with some beer. But the cool thing here, Chris, I just want to share some quick moments of things that I was doing when I was 26, and I would definitely say when I was 26, it was like the turning point, I guess, of me actually starting my YouTube channel to where I am here today, wishing you a happy birthday. But also at Willard School in 1994-1995, we did in fact have a teacher whose name was Mr. Chris Marino. Mr. Chris Marino right there. And the cool thing is, a couple pages prior to Chris Marino, I actually made it into the faculty page of the yearbook, as me and the gym teacher were actually posing, pretending like we were shooting a basketball right there. So I'm honored, Chris Marino, to be featured in the faculty section with a Chris Marino. Now, you know what? This is a party starter of you quite possibly responsibly chugging a 12% Four Loko, but Rachel, there's still time, Rachel, to also give Chris a birthday gift of, there's a hair on my hat, I got it, give him a gift of a device, specifically, you know what, it's a 2-liter bottle with some tubes and piping, a device to chug a 6-pack of beer in 39 seconds or less using a leaf blower. And honestly, I used the Champagne of Beers Miller High Life. I was stone cold sober, and then like 39 seconds later, with like 100-mile-per-hour wind speeds, as the beer was flowing down my gullet, I had like a nice, easy-going buzz. So all you need is like a 2-liter bottle, a tube that, boom, touches the bottom, and then another tube, the mouthpiece, touching that tube, and then, boom, wind speed, 100 miles per hour, chug beer. No, but you know what, if you don't have access to that, Chris, if you have a thumb and you have a thumbnail, sharpen, use quite possibly one of Rachel's or Krystal's nail sharpeners to make a point. And then when you hold a can of beer at an upward 45-degree angle, you too, just like I did one time, you can shotgun beers using nothing but your thumb, which is actually pretty cool. Like right at the bottom, with like a sharp enough thumbnail, there's like a little air pocket. And like if you can get it down, like a boom, it's actually not that hard. And or quite possibly, I've been suggesting this to people for people to use as a party trick. I'm not quite sure if you like wine, but just like Johnny Depp, who used to drink mega pints of wine, you should fill an entire Krystal wine glass, chug down the entire pint of wine, and then somehow, some way, shatter the wine glass using nothing but your voice. Now, and I guarantee if you did that and posted it to TikTok, that video would go viral. Now, if you want to actually shatter a wine glass using nothing but your voice has to get to right around 114 decibels, which sounds like this. And if you can hold that note against the glass for like 10 straight seconds, the glass like starts to vibrate until boom. It shatters. But whatever you do, Chris Marino, good sir, down in Maryland, celebrating with your loving girlfriend and friends, just don't party too hard, because you know what? You don't want to end up spewing Not only to yours, but quite possibly if you have a landlord, into your landlord's washing machine like I did. You know what? Yeah, exactly. I tried to drink an expired gallon of milk that I left out in the sun for 2 weeks. Didn't end too well, but yeah, like a washing machine washes your clothes pretty good, but to wash the inside of a washing machine is actually pretty hard. And you know what? The reason why, Chris, quite possibly I'm being a pussy and not chugging down a Four Loko is because here's a photo. Here's a photo. We're gonna wrap this message up. Probably right when I was about 4 years old, sitting on Santa Claus's lap. And as you can see, I look pretty scared. I don't know what the hell's going on. And then years later, myself dressed as Santa Claus. I actually passed out in a chair because I drank way too many Four Lokos. Like my wife's friend lives near like a bodega. And I bought like a 40 ounce of Old English and like 3 Four Lokos. And this was like me on my third, to where I was like, you know what? I'm going to pass out now in a chair dressed as Santa after drinking Four Lokos. So that's quite possibly why. But you know what? Four Lokos are delicious. They are a great party starter, especially at 12%. Just take one of those down. And just like when I chugged a 6-pack of beer in 39 seconds, I think a Four Loko will have the same effect of like a nice, easygoing buzz heading into your 26th birthday party. And quickly, when I was 26, I actually I moved from New Jersey to California when I was like 24. And I got a job at Pepsi. There I was clean shaven, looking pretty great there. And I worked for Pepsi for 2 years until 2010, when I turned 26. And at like the tail end of me working there, like I hated working at Pepsi. So like I just started my YouTube channel. One of the first videos that I did the Diet Coke and Mentos challenge, wearing my Pepsi uniform. And like working at Pepsi over the summers, I've seen people get fired for drinking Coke on the job, like wearing their Pepsi stuff. So, yeah, like I wasn't making that much money. I couldn't really go out and party with my friends because I didn't have any money. So what I did, Chris, bam, I brewed my own beer in my bathroom. And there were like fruit flies coming out of like the canister I was brewing the beer in. But quite honestly, even though it really didn't taste like beer, I would grab a few bottles. I would go up on the rooftop. And again, I definitely got buzzed off the beer that I brewed, and I would like think of my next YouTube ideas that I could do. And that's, yeah, like one of the first, I think the first video on my channel that I posted when I was 26 was when I did the Triple XL Fat Burger Challenge. It's like a ginormous burger at this like restaurant chain in LA. Now, if you finished it, you got your face on the Wall of Fame there. And then also Tosh.0. Like he was very popular at the time, and he's like, it's scientifically impossible to chug a gallon of milk without like throwing up or something like that. No, and I did it, and I didn't throw up, and I was like, whoa. I was like, I just defied science. And then like from that point on, I was like, what can I do for my YouTube channel? And you know what? Here I am, Chris, almost 12 years later. Come August 11th, now it'll be 12 years since I started my YouTube channel back when I was 26, which is ridiculous. So, just like in the 12, and you know what, like when I was 26 until now when I'm 38, just know there have been many ups, there have been many downs, like many peaks and valleys. And like, sure, it feels great when you're on top, and like when you're down in the shitter, you gotta like, yeah, every time I'm having a bad day, I just pretend like I'm in a canoe, floating up a river full of shit. It's like floating up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. And like, no matter how difficult the day may be, I use my hands to like keep that canoe moving through that river of shit. And as long as you keep your feet moving one foot in front of the other, eventually good things will happen and fit themselves into your path and journey of life. But you know what? Like, we don't need to talk about that, because right here, right now, we are going to, let's just do it. You're going to chug a Four Loko and probably not remember this message, but that's okay. So, boom, to Chris Marino, who was once a teacher at my school. From your loving, caring girlfriend, Rachel, Krystal, the strange eel woman, and schizophrenic pothead, James. Here we go. Happy 26th birthday, my friend. And you know what? Me chugging beer and then going out in 98-degree humid weather is probably not the smartest idea. That did nothing. So on that note, Chris, I am The LA Beast. I guess I'll cheers you right here, right now, and I'll go 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm gonna throw up. I almost threw up. I'm throwing up. Whoa. That's not sitting right. Whoa. Whew, you know what? Happy birthday, Chris Marino. That stuff was, I almost just barfed all over my office. My computer's actually sitting in front of me, and you know what? Thank goodness. Somehow, some way, we're keeping this down. And honestly, when I stopped chugging there was literally like that much left. So quite possibly, you could have just beat me, and you know what? I'm okay with that. Whew. Take a deep breath. I'm cool, Chris. So, just remember this. If I could leave you off with a piece of advice here. Mowing the lawn is great exercise. I'm not quite sure here today on your 26th birthday if you're going to be chewing bubble gum to keep fresh breath while chugging down Four Locos, even though Four Locos are quite tasty. If you fall asleep or pass out while you're still chewing bubble gum and you wake up the next day to where hopefully you still have hair on your head, and a year's supply of gum is in your hair, olive oil will get that much gum out of anybody's hair. Good sir, Chris Marino. Happy 26th birthday to you, your loving, caring girlfriend, to your friends. Much love, and I appreciate your support. And honestly, please, honestly, I wish I can go back to 26 years old. And I don't know, you could go out and have fun, have a few beers, and still go out and have fun. But for me, I probably would drink 15 beers before I would even go out. When I had enough money to go out, just to I pre-gamed way too hard. I got way too drunk. And I wish I could go back and just be a little bit more responsible. But you got this. I appreciate you. Stay tuned. And of course, happy birthday, my friend. It's the LA Beast. I don't know what I just did. Have a good day.